Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 684, World Champion Edition of FloWrestling Radio Live. I'm your host, Christian Piles, joined today by James Dean Rader and Mr. Ben Funky Askren, who is excitedly waiting at the Askren Wrestling Academy dojo. You call it a dojo, right?
Dojo? We're going to watch, my wife wanted to have a watch party. The high school coach here wanted to have a watch party, so we put on a watch party. We got about, at this point, probably 50-ish people in the other room. Yeah, so it's good. And then I'm in the office, and so hopefully it'll be silent. No kids. I locked the door so kids can't really come in and yell or nothing. Crazy.
Can Ozzy come in? What about Ozzy Man Strongboy? He could probably just bam the door over.
I don't think he'll be able to get in.
He's gonna be like Kool-Aid Manning, right? Just smashing through doors. Yeah, is he doing anything destructive recently?
No, I mean, just in general, he's very destructive. But no, I can't think of anything particular that he did the last day or two.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm excited for these matches. So we obviously, Braxton Amos' final ended up off of the show yesterday. But right now they're wrestling the 61 kg final, India and Iran. And then after this, they have one bronze medal match, and then Keegan's up. So we should be seeing him, I don't know, like 15 minutes, did say? Something like that?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes. Should have Keegan O'Toole's gold medal match, and we'll watch it along with Ben, his longtime coach, which is really amazing. So yesterday, get you quickly caught up on what's been happening. One, last night or this morning, depending on where you are, the ladies punched three through to the finals. Emily Shilson, Kylie Welker, and Amita Lohr and they were pretty dominant throughout. Shilson had a scare down 4-0 to Russia, but then ended up coming back and winning like 10-7, 11-7-ish, and then teched in her. I think all three ladies teched in their semis. Kylie might have had a pin.
I don't even think Amit or Kylie have given up a point. They've all been like 10-0 or 11-0.
It was the semis were not competitive. No. I got to watch all the semis live. They were not even slightly competitive. I think Welker got a takedown and then a hip toss for a pin. Elor got, I think, a takedown, a turn, and then an arm throw maybe.
We do have a clip of the arm spin.
Yeah. We can pull that in whenever. Here it is.
Well, that's Emily's.
That's Emily.
But we can watch
Emily.
That was cool what she did, but we can watch that later. Here we go. Yeah, this is her arm spin.
Ouch.
Oh. Yeah.
So, and the big news yesterday, Braxton Amos becoming a junior world champion in a pretty, it was sort of an interesting match because it started out 5-0 Braxton, and I was like, he's going to tech this guy 100%. Like, this guy is nothing for him. And then one weird exchange where Braxton had him lifted but ends up getting thrown to his back for 4, kind of made it a little more nerve-wracking than it ever should have been. Like I think he probably bonuses this guy most of the time they wrestle, but then he locks him up, bombs him for 5, and puts it completely out of reach. But
we got that clip or what?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, we should have just started off with that because I watched it about 100 times.
Oh, it was
yesterday.
Sick. It was absolutely sick. This guy kept trying to step in. We're ready for it. Just roll it. This guy just stepping in.
He timed it perfect.
Yeah, he was like, all right, step in again. Boom, picks him up. JD and I got pretty wild in the office when this happened. There was a meeting right outside where we're watching.
Yeah, this was at like 10 a.m.
Yeah, so there's like meetings going on, and we're just like yelling at a TV, watching this dude just get completely bombed. It was great. Awesome to see Braxton. So excited for his freestyle career. He's going to be going Greco here in a little bit. Want to see him at NCAA. Can't wait to watch him for Wisconsin. Him versus AJ. I think I tweeted it. That's the #1 match for me next year.
Absolutely.
I was thinking about this, Christian. If Rocky wins later today, and I think there's a good chance that he will.
Yes.
You're going to have. This is so bizarre. 2 junior world champions and an NCAA champion, all who will likely stay in the same weight class. Maybe Amos moves up. All with 4 years of eligibility left. Mm-hmm. They all got 4 years left. How crazy is that?
It's really crazy. It's really crazy. Like there have been some sort of weird. You had an Olympic champion in a way with Kyle and one, but like to have two Junior Worlds and an NCAA champion is
and Cadet World Bronze.
And a previous Cadet World Bronze with a what did the AJ's TikTok say? He won with a torn labrum or something.
Yeah. And a very long wingspan.
Yeah, and he has a 6'7" wingspan. And he got a pretty good ACT score.
Yeah.
But I mean that weight's insane, and that's not even mentioning. Hey, what would you're gonna have Brucky's gonna be at this weight at 197. Amin, if he's back, yeah, it's gonna be a nice weight. It's gonna be a really nice weight.
And I think 197 for so many years now, Christian. It's because it's been bad for a minute, and now it's gonna be maybe the best weight class.
It'll be up there. I mean, there's a lot that remains, what's going to happen with 125, who's coming back in there. Because there's a scenario where you have Spencer, Soriano, Dayton, Vito, Glory, okay? And not to mention, I didn't even say Brandon Courtney. So, and that's the other thing. There are scenarios where Braxton and AJ is overshadowed by another weight class, and I think that's one of them.
Yes. That's why I said absolutely, and then I thought, maybe not.
If Nick goes 25, if he wrestles, if he wrestles collegiately, he goes 25, and Dayton ends up going 25, which I don't think is the best. I think he's right there at 133. I don't think cutting 8 more pounds is gonna help him, and I don't know if it helps Oklahoma State. Maybe there's a team consideration that I'm not seeing, but I think. Yeah, for Oklahoma State, I don't think it makes them particularly better.
Hey, I feel like obviously we're really excited about Braxton and Rocky Elam and AJ right now, but AJ had a lot of close matches last year. Like it wasn't like
he lost to Noah Adams.
Yeah, you hate a lot. Noah Adams. Do you know Adams isn't coming back?
I did hear that.
That's a rumor that I heard.
Yeah, I think there's truth to that.
But there's a lot of guys in this weight class who are going to be competitive with Amos and Ferrari. So, I don't think we can put Ferrari too far out in front of the field. Amin obviously had a really competitive match with them. Warner, I'm sure he's close with everybody. And then, Buchanan is, he's still making huge strides because he wrestled as a true freshman. And in high school 2 years ago, he wasn't like even nationally ranked. He wasn't very good. So that's another guy who's like, you're interested to see where his future takes him. I mean, there's just a lot of guys who can make noise at this weight class.
Well, I think the main thing that is going to keep this weight close, there's a couple. I think there's no prohibitive, amazing top wrestler in this. It's that has that kind of Spencer Lee differentiator where maybe you can wrestle with him on the feet, maybe. But this he's good for 4 to 6 points on top every single match. There's no one like that. These are takedown guys. These are neutral experts. So I think with that in consideration, I think all these matches I think it's going to be a very competitive weight. I think we're going to have quarterfinal matchups where an AJ or a Braxton or a Rocky, they're in one takedown matches. I think all the way through from quarters on, I think there's close matches. Maybe some of them pull away, but I don't see any way someone pulls away from this weight and you're like, this was the best guy by far, no one close. I think it's going to be crazy competitive the whole way through.
Yeah, I agree totally. Because then, some guy like an Eric Schultz, who was a 2 seed going into NCAAs last year, I'm sure he's going to factor. Cam Caffey's always hard to wrestle. Hey, is Max Dean going to this weight class?
Oh my gosh, great point. I mean, he's got to be. I mean, Aaron's not going to. I don't think Aaron's going to seed 184. Yeah. I don't think he's going to beat out Aaron. So I think he's going to have to go 197. Yeah, how do you? Yeah, he's got to factor in.
Yes, that's a tough weight class.
Oh my gosh,
my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, what other weight would even be close? I mean, 25 could be close. What could any? Oh, dude, 65 is gonna be insane. This might be the greatest year of NCAA wrestling. You're gonna have.
Well, yeah, you didn't lose anybody. You lost nobody.
Yeah, that's why.
No Adams.
No Adams.
Damn it, JD, stop being on a parade.
Yeah, but
take it up with Noah.
So 65, you're gonna have 2 NCAA champions with Mackay and Shane, and then not to mention the Bull, not to mention who else is gonna be there. Wick
Winslow.
and Winslow, the returning finalist. It's gonna be an insane weight class. So that one's gonna be off discussed too.
Wait, wasn't Mackay going up? I thought you guys said that.
That was definitely a rumor. I don't know how much truth there is to it.
I don't know. I don't.
Because the Griffith rumor was a bad rumor, obviously.
I think he's staying at 65.
You think so?
I think that's the case.
Okay.
So I don't think he'll be going. Hope he's healthy. Hope he's getting healed up and ready to roll for.
All right, the third match is coming out right now, so we got one more to Keegan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
How do your emotions get before a big match like this?
Well, you see that J'den Cox just like lift open that guy's eyes?
No.
Yeah, this match is gonna be good. These are two guys that Keegan beat. Both of them are really good. The Azerbaijani guy was beating him 5-1 at one point. And he's good. He's really good. No, I'm not there. I mean, there's nothing I can do, right? It sucks because I'm all over here and not like I can give me advice. I sent him a little text last night.
Did you attempt to give him any advice?
I gave him advice this summer when we were working together, and then I talked to him just like 1 minute before he left for Worlds last week, and I texted him one time last night. That was it.
Got it.
He didn't need much.
Did you give him any? I know you watched all his opponents' matches. Did you give him any like tidbits, or did you pass those along to like Coach Smith, or
just one thing? I mean, the only thing is like just don't take errant shots against the Kazakhstan guy's got really good go blocks, down block go behinds. So just don't take any errant shots. Just make it a good shot if we're gonna shoot.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Okay.
Absolutely.
So what else are we going to talk about? We've got I don't know if we mentioned it, but you all probably know Gable Steveson declined the world team spot, so that's going to be opening up heavyweight,
which makes it up there with the fun weight classes.
Oh yeah, I mean just Mason Gwiz Kirkfleet alone makes it awesome. J'den Cox registered for 92, so that's happening, and that weight is insane, but it's going to be tough to really envision anyone challenging J'den. So you got to figure he's going to be on the team. I saw a good FRL question that maybe we can make a topic is, does 10 weight worlds help our chances of beating Russia or hinder? I think in this case, I think it helps personally, but it may be equal, because I think at 79 and 92, we are going to bring a better individual than Russia will. But I think for 61 and 70, that sort of remains to be seen. We can have some hope, but they've got to. They're
61, they're going to have the favorite, right, Christian?
Yes.
Yes.
They're the favorites to win 61. He's like
Abbas Kazi. Abbas Kazi.
So they're not gonna. It's not like Bayev is like gone or out of the 70-kilogram realm now.
He went
60. You guys love that dude. Where'd he go?
Dave Babe. He went 65
David.
and didn't make the team. I'm sure he's back up at 70 and will be trying to make the spot.
You think he won't? But you think? I
don't think he's fallen off. He just had a hard time with the cut, I think, at 65.
So why do you think it'll be Abbas Kazi?
At 61, it'll be Abbas Kazi.
Oh. Well, 70? Do you think it'll be Babe?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it. So they're going to be favored there at 70, I would imagine. He's been the guy. Better than us at 70, even as good as James has been. James did not medal in 2019, I don't believe. So
they also have a young guy coming up, Sharayev, at 70, who they're basically touting him as like the next big thing.
Okay.
From Dagestan, so he could potentially take the 70 kg spot.
I'm not sold on Dagestan. I'll say it. Whatever, dude. There you go. A lot of hype. It's just a lot of media hype. You know what? So I don't. Part of me thinks it'll help us, the 10 weight worlds. Well, I think part of what's going to help us is we know we're sending 4 of our 5 medalists, right? So we're going to have our full strength minus Gable, which is, I think it is going to hurt because those are just a drop.
I think Gable hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
That hurts.
Because Russia's
not
not.
If you ask Alec Pantaleo.
Yeah, I mean, if
In the way you were talking yesterday.
I'm fired up. I believe because like, are Gino and Taha really going to roll out there? You think they're going to run?
You think they're not going?
I don't know, dude. The devastation I saw on Gino Petriashvili, it's going to take him.
Maybe he needs to redeem himself.
He is so sad.
Yeah.
Get back on the horse.
He can't win the Olympics in October. He can't relive those 13 seconds. I don't know.
We can never get it back against Gable because Gable said, he hasn't said I'm done yet, but it sure feels like that we're headed that direction.
A couple of other things. I mean, I don't know how Taha looked. He looked sort of helpless against Gable. I think that's a real match for. I think that's a real match for Mason. I think he can win that one. Zare is still kind of a boogeyman. I feel like there's 3 guys at this weight, and then whoever we send. And I think the other guys is
Mason killed Zare though.
He did. He pinfalled him, and that was dominant. But how a whole match would materialize could have been a different thing because this guy's positionally like he's scary. And this dude had Petriashvili beat, and Petriashvili had to really dig deep, come back, gut out some really tough finishes to take out Zare. So I feel like those are the big 3, but I don't. And maybe I'm too cocky or too American biased, which I definitely am.
The American.
But I don't care. I really think that Mason is in those matches, and Kirkfleet, and I don't know about Quiz. I don't know if we've seen him being able to bronze twice in the past, but I don't know if can he go with those guys. I'm not as sure. You kind of anticipate a better option with the younger guys.
For sure.
But I feel like I mean, so are they going to use the Olympic? How are they going to seed the Worlds? Are they going to use the Olympic points or whatever?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Probably a combination of both.
Huh.
This
the Russian guy at heavyweight was not very good unless he gets some kind of ridiculous draw. He ain't gonna do nothing.
You don't need but the thing is, when I don't think the weight is great. All it takes is you to be on kind of the right side, and you're in a bronze match, right? It doesn't take a lot when there's only like 4 real landmines.
Yeah, but if they do the 4 landmines correctly, which they didn't do at Olympics, you could be in the bronze medal match, but getting the bronze medal obviously is, it's hard because you have to beat someone really good.
Yes, yeah, he will have to do that, and I don't anticipate that. Mike Mal and I at practice yesterday were debating if Sadulayev goes, and I really think he does. I really think he goes, but
I think he goes.
He does. Yeah, Mike doesn't think he does.
What's Mike's reasoning?
Why would he go? He doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the.
Well, I know what the reason is for me. Yeah, but he is on a path right now to be the greatest freestyle wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
And missing out on one that's 2 months away when it's like you're already in shape. You just won. Just stay in shape for another 6 weeks and go win another world title. How many is he at now? So he's at 14, 15, 16, missed 17, 18, 19, 21. That would put him at 7. I mean, you could have an argument for him being the best of all time, but if he gets the next 21, 22, 23, 24, he's probably the greatest of all time, right?
If he runs it through Paris, I mean, there's no debate in my mind that he's the greatest to ever do it. He did it at 2/8. He did it with a lot of elite guys in his way. He will have done it with Kyle consistently in his way. He'll have done it with Sharifov. Say what you want. That guy's formidable and a contender. J'den's been in his weight, so he's navigated it from a young age all the way through. Yeah, and the other thing that factors in, it's not just, you can't just boil it down to counting titles. It's how dominant he's been, right? And how few matches are even in doubt with this guy when he wins. You can think, all right, we were in some matches or we saw some. He's kind of, but like, was he ever really in danger in the last? Other than 17.
Who else?
And it's that he only lost one match. He's not a guy that drops the occasional match, but he's always there for Worlds.
It's super hard because historically we don't have all the data on, Medved or Satiev and all their
Right.
matches. We have the world stuff, but even finding results for world sometimes can be pretty sketchy. That is like really something that I love, like history and results and data, and it is really sad to me that wrestling just doesn't have that part. We can't speak historically. Oh, Alexander Medved was 142-2, right, or whatever the hell his record was.
Yes.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Close.
But yes, far behind many other major sports.
Yep. All right. It looks like Keegan O'Toole, both matches, both bronzes at 74 are done now, so he should be making the walk any second now.
Heck yeah. Exciting. Can't wait for that. Okay, how do we want to fill this time? Russia is mad that they didn't win. They were 5th in the Olympics for medals in over all weights. So they're accusing the United States and other countries of rigging the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
How do they say we rigged it?
Well, let me just read some of these quotes.
I bet they're amazing.
They're hilarious.
They're amazing. How do I want to start this? Okay.
Russophobia.
This is what is this guy's name?
Skaviva.
Olga Skabiva, who's a TV host of Russian state-owned TV channel. Those are my favorite channels. These Olympic Games stink, Skabiva said. Global sports forever ceased being an honest competition. That's the best sentence ever. Honest competition. Turning into a cheap political farce. At the behest of Americans, the International Olympic Committee took away 2 gold medals from Russian. Skabiva didn't provide any evidence to support her claims, but that didn't stop her from agreeing with the claims. Americans are freaks, moral freaks. Why are we even discussing this parade of freaks and perverts? Wow. Deputy Speaker of the Russian State Duma Pyotr Tolstoy added, the Daily Beast reported. That's amazing. Oh, look at Keegan.
Oh, let's bring that into the screen. Are we bringing that in?
Oh, bring it in. The man's
yeah.
ready. He got a little smirk on his face. So he's wrestling.
How do you say this other guy's name? How do you say this other guy's name, Christian? We need Spay in here. It's really hard.
I wanna do it well. I wanna give it a good first run here.
It's right here.
All right. Nardalet Kwanchabe. You know what? Let's call him Nard.
Good job.
Nard
Nard
dog.
dog.
This is the Nard Dog. Nard Dog versus O'Toole time. And so we're underway. This is a 74-kilogram gold medal match between Keegan O'Toole, NCAA All-American for Missouri Tigers, against the Nard Dog from Kazakhstan.
Oh.
So bad radio if you're not watching, but shame on you if you're not watching.
You need to be watching live on Flow right now.
Live on Flow right now.
In the other room, Christian, we got the screen, the full screen of the match, but then we also have our audio playing. Oh, there we go.
Lefty.
All right, we're good here. All right, yep, shelf it up. Oh yeah, let's just rock. Oh, come on, keep that leg up. Keep the leg up. He's got to keep the leg up on his hip to win this scramble right here. He knows that. Yep, he's got that leg. Oh yeah, now we're gonna get him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 right here. Oh,
Nice.
we're gonna lace transition. Lace transition, get it.
He's got
Yes,
it.
come on. Drive this freaking thing hard. Go, you got this. You got.
Is he just staying on his back?
Yeah, I don't
Staying
think he's
on
left
that.
that
Yeah,
hand
right
in
there.
hand.
Oh.
There it is.
They gave him another. They gave him another. 4.
Nice. All right.
So lefty high cross gets the tip for 2. Transition to a lace. 2 more. 4-0 Keegan O'Toole. A minute 15 in. That's a ballin' start there for O'Toole time.
We are a watch party to the room. See that? They're pretty.
Yeah, check it. Check out. This is AWA. It's lit.
Well, it's not lit. It's the opposite of lit.
It's dim. It's dim.
We got the projector on the other wall that you can't. So
I know.
So we had to put a little light in there so you can see them. All right, back on the offense. We want hard ties here. Good shots. Why are they cheering ahead of us? Oh, they're cheering because they think they saw themselves.
Wow.
How much shoot did they see on our takedown that we didn't see?
Yeah.
He needs to get heavy on the hand fight. This guy kind of will be happy to stand around and try to score cheap points. So, make him wrestle in these hard scrambles and hard ties and stuff.
Make him work.
Make him work. Yep, exactly.
So, 2 minutes in now, a minute left in this period. They're getting on him for some fingers.
Who are they yelling at? Keegan, they yell at the other guy. I always think it's so funny when they yell at the other, pick one person because it's generally both people doing it.
Yeah. Takes two to tangle the fingers.
Mm. All right,
So if you
let's
didn't
go,
see
Keegan.
the Azeri won the bronze medal match 2-1. I guess he got a late takedown there at the end.
Yeah, it was very sneaky. I was kind of watching out of the corner of my eye on that RV mix. It was on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. Very sneaky performance.
But I would like Keegan to put a little more pressure on. I know he's winning, but still continue with the pressure because this guy, he does not have a great gas tank.
Man.
Hard snap.
He is pretty good here.
That's one.
This is one.
He wasn't grounded. That should be one, yes.
Oh, that's one for sure, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
they gave it.
Yep.
5-0. That's good.
He did take a cold spray break in his Indian match, I think, too. So we know he doesn't have a great gas tank.
Indians like to put the pace on. Those guys.
Indians
They go
wrestle
hard.
man. Go hard.
They're probably like them and Iran are probably like the two other like silver and bronze medal go hard nations.
Yes. So, India shoots more than Iran, though, because Iran does not shoot a lot.
No.
India will, take some really good attacks. Iran will really just push. Yeah, there we go. 5-0, baby.
Kendrick Maple, KJ in the corner.
Who are these coaches?
Yeah, we still got to be careful because this guy's got a really good, we call it a Ukrainian lace where you go head in the middle and then knees and transition to ankle lace. And that was, we scored a whole bunch of points in his previous matches on those.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so period break. Headed back out to center after they show this replay. Some Kazakhstan crowds, fans made it to Ufa.
Must be their team because I thought they said no fans.
Yeah, it's probably the team. Did you consider going? Did you almost go? Oh, here.
I looked in the tickets. It was such a disaster, though. It was like,
Not showing this view.
This view sucks.
There we go. I couldn't
Yeah, that view sucks. Tyler,
Nope.
put a call into Ufa.
get Ufa on the horn. We don't want the overhead. I couldn't tell how close he was to
No overhead.
going over in that head pinch.
Yeah, it makes it 2D. It's almost impossible.
Yes. I need at least 3 dimensions. So this guy, here's the thing, when it's 5-0, does this guy have the, is he gonna, there's a shot from Kazakhstan.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't think he's got the
left
gas
side,
tank
he's
either.
in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big lift. Oh, pins in position. Get this.
And he
Are
just-
they ahead of us or something?
I
Oh, that guy
don't know.
jumped out of bounds. Give him a caution. He crawled out. And you see he's kind of gassing over there, too.
Yeah, he's a little
About the
slow
call.
to get back.
Hold play.
Yeah, I don't understand the level of exhaustion. These are 20-year-old men. How are you so tired? Listen, I know wrestling's really hard, but my assumption was that you practiced and like trained for this.
I don't know how. Yeah. All these years, how they haven't seen, oh my God, that's a weakness. We should probably
Same
take care of
shot.
that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Swim high crotch.
Same
Oh.
position.
Oh my gosh, perfect. Perfect.
Oh, hustle, yes, hustle there. Yes, that's to us. Boom, taken back.
Oh, here we go. Spinnerooski.
Oh, he's going to spin over the top. Boom, sit on him.
This guy.
We didn't get 2 yet?
He's
Are
gotta
they
get his leg
serious?
out.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There it
There we
is.
go.
Oh,
Cradle. The cradle.
yes. Oh, come on. He's got to slide his leg out in order to pin him. I don't know. You
He's-
can't pin him from right there.
Yeah.
But he could just sit here for a minute.
I thought he might. He should have 10. He exposed that guy, I thought.
2 and 2.
Yeah, because not the takedown. Didn't he? I thought
They
he
didn't give him the takedown.
They didn't get him to take down.
Are they giving him
'cause
any
he hit
points?
The leg.
He's got.
What are
why
they
is it
doing?
6-0? Something's.
AJ's
Seriously,
clapping.
are they
He looks
giving points
happy.
or what? Well, at minimum, it's 8-0 because obviously put him on his back.
Yes.
What's even happening?
The referees are
It should be-
discussing.
But he held him on his back the first time too.
Yes.
Even if you didn't give it takedown, you had the exposure. So it should be 2. It should be 10-0 right
It's
now.
10. It's 10-0.
It's got to
They
be
gotta
10-0.
go. There we go. They just hold up 2 paddles.
2-2.
10-0. Boom.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Junior World Champ Keegan O'Toole. Oh, we've got to kick it back, Keegan. Where's Bryce Andonian? Get that brick out of here.
Oh, they bricked it?
They bricked
Stop.
it. They're so sad.
Oh, what did they? Come on, there's nothing to even brick. You gave up like 6 points somehow.
Yeah. So the cradle really seals it there. I mean, I hope they show the replay because the exposure before that was pretty clear.
Pretty evident, yeah.
Oh, we've got the control room view here. Look at that. This is what I like the overhead cam for this. Look how many screens they have.
Yeah.
How many mats are in this
screens.
or in UFA?
So many.
Here's a replay.
All right, replay. Here we go.
Clear 2. He rolls across his whole back.
Oh, I wonder if they're trying to say Keegan exposed because it was very close there. I don't think he did, but it was close.
Look at this. This guy has no idea what's happening to him right now. He's completely in over his head.
Oh yeah. Dang, would have been nice if we got a fall there.
I know.
They could
But
really
his
tell
leg
that.
was leg was in a weird spot there.
Yeah.
Man. All right, well, we'll just end this thing. This is. You were right. This guy. I mean, he went the tough path through the quarters and semis.
Yeah, the Azerbaijan guy, Russia, very, very good.
Man, is he? Now,
Come on, end this already.
How much better do you think he's gotten even since March? Do you see?
I mean, I was just actually thinking about it since last year. I was. Oh, here we go. 11-0, right?
Yeah.
It was confirming everything.
Boom.
Yep.
Hand raised.
Yeah, there's the watch party.
Yeah. Oh, that was
That's
awesome.
sweet.
So awesome. I was thinking about it like last year. So obviously he would have made the junior team as a 19-year-old, and me and him just weren't very competitive. He's a lot smaller, and then he came back this summer. I'm like, oh my god, he got 1 year. Holy freaking moly, he got good like in a year.
You think it's just being in a college room, just having that, having it ramp up, and him just maybe, is it physical maturity as well, or
all those? I mean, he's super smart, gets better really fast, loves it. So he's just like game on, into it all the time. He got way stronger, bigger. Yeah, I mean, just all of those things.
Yeah, I mean, you think about last, early 2021, he was in a battle with Jarrett at 57.
Yeah.
Like they were wrestling off, having close matches, splitting matches.
He lost.
Yeah, he lost. And
Yeah.
to see where he is now, to see what he did at NCAAs, and then what he did here. I mean, this is not. There's not many weak junior worlds weights really anymore. I mean, they're all really tough.
Especially not in the middle.
But yeah, I mean, he went through an Olympian, a guy that's ranked top 20. He's like ranked 18th senior worlds, and then it beat a really tough Russian, clearly, to win junior worlds. Like 74 kilograms was a really, really tough weight here at juniors, and he won. He kind of left. No doubt, he had 2 pins and a tech. Say what you want about how competitive those matches were previously, but like at the end, he won by the ultimate form of victory. So you absolutely love to see it.
Absolutely love to see it. So we probably won't get Rocky Elam on here, but he is up in
4 matches.
4 more than Matt B also. So who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll be at the very end of our show.
Tiger style balling at Junior Worlds.
Oh baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
So exciting stuff. Cool. We could pull that in. Glad we could watch it with you because that was very fun.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, we didn't talk. One thing you mentioned Gable not being on the team, but I know you had the tweet in the document the last 2 days, and you have not. We haven't really brought that up, but he said Deer Wrestling, and man, I think that means he's gone. Maybe he's teasing us, but I think he's gone.
I don't know. I still think he's wrestling college season.
Really? Why do you think that?
I kind of always thought it since trials. I thought that was what he was doing, and then I don't know. There's rumors circulating that he's informed members of the team that he's doing that. So I don't know about that part.
I think
I should ask. I have a guy on the team. I should just ask him.
There you go.
I'll send it right now.
Fire it off.
Why do you get the inside information?
I think his risk versus reward for the NCAA, like he doesn't really see too much risk in the NCAA. Like I don't think he views Mason Paris or Kirkley as too much of an issue.
But there's also not a huge reward to it. What's the reward versus the deals he could go sign today, right now. The deal he could go sign with the UFC or the WWE or Bellator or whomever are immense, right? And
Right.
if next year he were to somehow take a fluke loss or an injury or something else, like I'm sure they're not going to go away, but they are going to be dampened a little bit.
Yes, but I don't know if he can sign those contracts right now and like lock in a certain amount of money and say, "Hey, I'm going to wrestle one more year and then I will go to the WWE, whatever." But what I was saying is I think his risk versus reward for wrestling at Worlds, where nobody outside of the wrestling world even cares, really, is much higher because it's also a higher risk. Obviously, we saw he barely beat Geno, and it's like, what's a world title? Really, it's not going to bring you any more.
Well, what's
money.
an NCAA title for him? I mean, he's already got one of those. He's got an Olympic title. I don't want to say everyone views him as above this, but
I think
when
he
you win
also,
an Olympic title, they kind of view you above the field that the NCAA is.
yes, I think he just thinks, yes, I will win an NCAA title. I think he wants to do it in front of a crowd, and I think he might have his coaches in his ear saying, "Hey, we would love to have you back for another year. You can do what you want, but we would love to have you back." I think he probably wants to get his degree, and I think he likes his teammates, and so I think he thinks, you know what, I can do this for another 6 months and then go make a bunch of money.
Yeah, I really don't see your guys' argument. I don't see the benefit to him. It's not if you know what, where I would see the benefit is if there was someone he hadn't beat and he wanted to beat them, or say if Kassar came back and he's like, oh, I want to get one more to him, or if Minnesota was vying for a team title, I could see the arguments. He just wants to go have fun and wrestle for another season. Like, I just don't see it, because honestly, say if he does do mixed martial arts, he can still be around the college wrestling program, and I'm sure there's some good gyms in Minnesota, and I'm sure he'll travel some and spend some time other places, but he could still kind of do all the things that college kids do. He could just move his career forward. Now, if he does the WWE, yes, he'll probably have to, I know they'll probably want him in Orlando, trying to get him ramped up and get him going and stuff. But again, they're offering a lot of money, and if something were to go wrong in the next 6 months, it's probably going to be different. And yeah, can he maybe sign a contract that says, you're going to sign me, but I still have 9 months to do whatever the hell I want or whatever? Then I don't know. I don't see that happening. I just don't see the benefit.
Well, I disagree.
My vote is I'll bet you guys 50 push-ups right now. He's out.
50.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So my thing is, more people would watch his NCAA final Saturday night than would have watched probably his Olympic final, right? The exposure and brand opportunity is pretty tremendous in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I don't think it's going to get much more than after the Olympics.
I don't know that. I think more people will watch his match live than watch
absolutely. But I think the aftermath it won't be larger than what it was after the Olympics.
I don't know. I mean, maybe not, but I think it'll be pretty tremendous lead up to have someone of his magnitude wrestling at NCAA.
Someone just told me that he posted a picture on Instagram and said that was his last backflip or something.
Yes,
he did say that. He said he's retiring his backflip celebration.
Oh, what do you think that means?
Well, then come out and say it.
He's already got 1 point. I mean, I think Well, actually, I think him keeping us in suspense is outstanding. I think it draws intrigue. So I think he's actually, from a PR perspective, I think he's definitely doing the right thing. Look at us. We're freaking talking about it. If we made a decision, we would not be talking about his decision because his decision would already be done.
Well, if we were talking about, I guess we'd be talking about his decision to stay if he had said he was staying, or we'd be talking about either of his decisions.
He dangles it in front of us until second semester.
Yeah, and he may do that. Who knows? As much as he's teasing, he almost has to like come out and kind of give his plan here shortly. You would think, just the way he's been talking about it, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think he keeps us in suspense. Maybe they make. He did say. I think you guys, did you post that tweet already? He said he's gonna be at SummerSlam. This tweet right here. He'll be at SummerSlam this weekend. Maybe that's somewhere where they make an announcement. I think that's my bet, is that he goes to the WWE. It's just smart for him. He can do the Brock, but he's a better wrestler than Brock. He's a better athlete than Brock, and he's younger than Brock. So he builds the following in WWE, and then if he does choose to want to pursue mixed martial arts at a later time, he will be highly valuable, and he'll be able to kind of skip the line just like Brock did.
I'd be interested to see if like his physique changes at all when he gets to the WWE, because like, not that he's soft now, but he doesn't have like the Brock Lesnar freakish figure.
But Brock would get smaller when he fought. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when he was always noticeably smaller when
he would have to cut down.
Fighting. Yeah, than when he was in the WWE.
Yeah, they juice him to the gills in the WWE.
Yeah,
it's tremendous.
They say they test. They say they test for that, but I don't know if I believe it or not.
In the WWE?
Yeah.
Yes, they say they have a very active. testing program.
You have to test positive.
I don't think
it's like Pride.
They say they test for it. Look it up.
I didn't even know they said that. No, steroids are obviously rampant. The WWE. Brock literally tested positive in 2015 or 16 whenever he tried to make a comeback or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at. I'll send you. I'll put this in the doc. The WWE substance abuse and drug testing policy.
Well, I hope they don't freaking juice up Gable. That'd be disappointing. I think it's unnecessary too. I mean, how big do these guys have to be? My gosh,
they're huge.
I know they're huge. What does it matter? It's a total fake. It's fake.
It's still real to a lot of people. Damn it!
No, it's not.
It is to a lot of people.
It is. It can't be.
It is.
No,
it's huge. That's why he wants to go to it, and why he'll make so much money.
No. Huge is not in the conversation. Real. It's not huge.
It's real.
It's not the popularity is not in conversation. It's like listen, no one that can operate a motor vehicle. Hold on. No one that operates a motor vehicle actually thinks these are real competitions. They all know.
Christian, go to an event and come back with that same attitude. I bet you won't.
Yeah. I don't want to be that sad.
They love it.
It's not about loving it.
And these people, they're so pissed. They are legit upset when someone wins or loses or something happens. It's freaking great.
It's like being invested in a TV show.
Yes,
but they get sad when a character dies.
Yes, and that's okay too.
So when your favorite character loses, you get sad.
The story is going away. You don't want it to go. The story. It's a story, but it's not. It's not real. It's not. There's no competitive. No one thinks that. Man,
also a lot of children do.
No, yeah, kids. Oh yeah, I did back in the day. Watching Smoky Mountain Wrestling for sure. But this is different.
No, there's adults who think it's Christian. You got to go to a show. I've been to
a show at the Augusta County Expo Land. Well, I got my picture taken with the Rock and Roll Express. The great tag team. They were the tag team champions, Ben.
Hold on. I'm finding the WWE schedule. Let me look at a list of events here. Live events. I'm finding an event, Christian. You're going to go, and then you're going to come back and you're going to tell us that they don't believe it.
Okay.
So it doesn't, why does it matter?
Well, no. I mean, I just because I guess what do they have to be on steroids for? Because it's not
They need to look the part.
They don't need to enhance their performance because the performance it's fake. It's not. There's not like actual competition.
Yeah, but you need to be all muscular. You need
Like-
to look the part. That's why you do steroids. It's not to lift more weight. It's so you have bigger beach muscles.
All right, Christian, Monday Night
Why do
Raw,
bodybuilders
Houston,
take
Texas,
steroids?
October
Okay,
25.
that's different. That's like the
Go.
whole point of the competition is you have to look the most shredded and vascular and like huge. That's like point of it. It's
Part
like
of that's part of WWE.
this is a soap opera. So it's like whatever. The story is the story. If they look 10% more preposterous, that makes
No, that's why certain actors get certain roles in TV
Yes,
shows.
for real. He's so right. You are like head in the sand on this one, Christian. All right, October 25th, there's a show in Houston you got to take Caleb to.
No,
And then,
I'm not taking Caleb. I'm not taking Caleb.
You take Caleb right now.
Listen, I'm worried about the path. I'm actually really excited. My son, I feel like if he gets around these juice heads, he'll start wanting these special supplements.
God.
He's been getting up at 5:30 in the morning to cook himself eggs, and make it. He's eating like crazy now. He won't stop eating.
Tell him there's a way to do it much faster.
He's chugging milk. Don't you tell him, JD.
Much easier.
I need good influences around my
You are
son.
not allowed at Christian's house anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm talking about creatine, okay?
This dude wants to be in the MLB. He wants to be an Olympic champion. He wants to win NCAAs. I mean, he's got big goals. If he starts seeing shortcuts, I'm worried about the path. He'd be on. He's already an Astros fan, so he has moral ambiguity about cheating. So it's
Maybe you could be like, remember that one parent? What was that kid's name? Like Baby Hercules, where they
Yeah.
fed him the shake and stuff. You could be like that, JD. Just show up at Christian's house every morning, give Caleb a special shake, and there you go.
Did you tell him about how many MLB players have tested positive throughout the years?
he knows. Yeah, he's like he's yeah. We watched a couple documentaries and stuff about it. He's obsessed. But yeah, my son is like eating like he wants to be 5 feet by the end of this school year. He said that's a goal. So he's just like drinking tons of milk and eating like eggs and
Gains a clock in the Palace household.
it is, man. I'm kind of fires me up actually because like it's not been like a conversation or anything. It's just like he just like had this. He's like, all right, I want to get bigger. I want to eat more. I want to get stronger. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty freaking excited.
There's actually a documentary.
October 25th, Monday Night Raw, Houston, Texas. You, Caleb. Gable will get you guys front row seats. No problem.
Can't you hook it up? You did your audition.
I texted with Triple H about Gable, and you know who else they really were pumped about?
Casper?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do like him. He's there, but guess who else?
AJ. Mr. Fast Twitch.
No, well, he's on the radar.
Too
Someone
small.
else. Keep going.
I don't
Tamira.
know.
They freaking love Tamira.
Oh my god.
I don't know if anything will happen. They freaking love her.
Interesting.
Well, she's got the freaking
With her
physique.
personality. And the women don't have to be as big. You know, they're not like the men. They're more like actual regular sized people.
She'd probably be the
Whereas
biggest
men
one
are
there.
Yeah, the men are ridiculously large.
Yeah.
No, they loved her. They loved her personality, and I'm sure they're going to be calling her. I don't know if anything will happen. I don't know. She actually, there's a clip of her somewhere. I think they posted it saying that she wanted to be in WWE.
That's so. She does not seem to have the personality type for WWE.
She's not mean.
She's definitely an extrovert and very, comfortable in front of the camera, but
No talking smack.
Yeah, can you see Tamara? Like, I don't even know how they use the characters. The last time I literally can't remember the last time I saw one of these, so I don't know how they're doing it anymore. Maybe I sound like a really old guy.
You don't have any idea about WWE, Christian.
But you know what? Oh, you know what I did do during poker? Total.
Classic carcass. I'm sorry.
No one saw that.
What happened? Hold that down here.
So the Turk that just lost just fell completely, like went limp after he fell.
It looked like there was a
and is
snipe-
lying on the mat now,
Oh,
rolling
look
around
at-
in the fetal
Get to this.
position.
Get to this. Look at this man. Total devastation.
Oh, God.
He's like, man. He's like, I'm 26 and I still couldn't win. That is painful.
Too funny.
Is Keegan ever not going to have a baby face, Ben?
To his dad, I think his dad's like 52, and he doesn't really have any hair on his face. He's like, yeah, really. No, I mean, honestly, go look at. You guys can look him up on Facebook. He is very baby faced still, and he's definitely in his 50s because he retired from firefighting last year.
Dang.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think I saw the a David Taylor comparison with Keegan, and I thought it was kind of
a good one.
I think it's a good one because one, David and Keegan both looked super young and like they don't look that strong like physically, like they're not imposing, but they definitely wrestled way stronger than they looked. But you know,
absolutely.
once David stopped cutting to 74, he started to look like a lot more of a. He was still pretty baby faced, even his fifth year senior year at Penn State. But then, I mean, look at him now; he's got a full beard and stuff. So you know, maybe at some point, but yeah, maybe Keegan's going to be a baby faced killer for the next 5 years or so.
Yeah. His dad does not. His dad has very minimal facial hair, so he might be a baby face for a very long time. Hey, want to hear a funny story about David Taylor?
Yeah.
When he was here, well, you just kind of brought up the topic, but when he was here, he did a camp for us. I want to say 2013. Yeah, or maybe 2014. Anyways, a long time ago. And he was baby face, and he was very skinny. And we had another kid who he was a college kid, but he was kind of helping out with us a little bit and working out, and he was tall and skinny. And he said, we did questions at the end. He goes, "Hey, David, I know you're like really skinny and you're not that strong compared to your opponents." David got so pissed. He was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not strong?" And then we roasted the kid about it for he's an adult now. He's like probably like 25. We roasted the kid about it for like 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't look like he could win a bench press, but in his wrestling, he was really strong. Like he wasn't just out slicking guys. Like if you can get, I mean, because so much of his stuff was predicated off of hand fighting. Like so, just to be able to do that, you got to have some real physical strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Where should we go? Should we go hit some
I
questions
think we should
here?
do some more WWE talk because you love it so much.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was about to say, we have a poker night and the last couple poker nights while we're playing, we'll have like a side thing going with, they'll pull up old Royal Rumbles and they'll do some like pool where each get like,
so fun.
we had two numbers. It was sort of hilarious. So it was kind of funny, but those were like from like I think The Rock won or Stone Cold or something.
So he might be into the 2000s now. He was into the 90s, but he's just like watching them. So
yeah, we saw Jerry Briscoe in one. They beat up. Who did they beat up? I think they beat up Stone Cold in the bathroom.
Yeah, they're always doing sneaky stuff.
Yeah, they pulled him into a restroom and Jerry Briscoe beat up Stone Cold. I thought that was out of character for Mr. Briscoe, but he's a savage. Okay, our ladies are currently in first place at Junior Worlds, according to John Kozak.
So that is correct. That's what happens when you go 3 for 5 and 111 repechage on day one.
What are they at? I'm looking at Flow Arena. It says they're in third place, but
okay, maybe.
I don't know.
Let me look here from what he said.
I don't know what they get points for and whatnot, or maybe the points just aren't updated because they do have the most on the championship side.
Yeah, that might be why. So yeah, I don't know. I thought Arena was updated automatically, but we'll see. But I think we're in first. 3 in the finals, and dominantly so. Okay. From Dan Patterson, not Dan Flashes. How many medals can we win? I'm going full Captain America. I'm going 9 gold and a bronze. 65 kilogram curse.
What are we talking about?
I think this is at 2021 Worlds. Yeah.
Christian, you're not that much of a homer. I'm going to say we get...
I'm not saying that. That's Dan Patterson.
Medals.
7?
Oh, I thought you were kind of making a joke. I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go 57, 70, 74, 79, 86, 92, 97.
7. Dang. I'll say 8.
7.
I think we get it at heavy. I think we're going to have a shot at 61. Medals.
we definitely will have obviously shots at heavyweight and 61. Although I said this going into the Olympics and it made me look like a fool. Just like the odds of everything going well and like something not going our way at a weight or two.
Well, I think, not everything went our way at the Olympics, and we're that good at those weights that things can go. I mean, they got tech-falled by a Belarusian, but we still managed to get the medal. So there is, while the margin for error can be sort of thin, it's thin for gold, but the medal is a different thing. You just need to lose to the right guy. So I don't know.
And then beat somebody for bronze, but
we're gonna have a really good team.
How many 4 golds then? So you got Dake coming back to get a gold.
Yeah.
You got Burrow gold, Taylor
J'den.
gold, Cox gold.
4.
I'll take the under.
Yeah, you took the under at the Olympics too. Egg on your face. There's still egg. It's eggs all over his shirt.
Well,
look at his shirt.
okay,
it's covered
so-
in egg.
Oh, it's not. He's Kami JD.
Yeah,
We needed.
You said you would pick Sidakov over Dake too.
I didn't say that.
You did. Rewind the
Not-
top. We have tape of
Not
it.
today. I didn't say that today.
I'm gonna buy JD a lifetime supply of Drago shirts from Rudas.
No, there's a difference, and I think the question was: is Sidakov now do you still consider Dake the favorite? And my answer to that was no. That doesn't mean I'm going to pick him. Doesn't mean I picked him. But I said at this point you can't say that Sidakov's not the favorite at 74. When you get teched by a guy and Sidakov beats a guy, it's like, all right, he is. There was an argument that Dake was the favorite going into the Olympic Games.
I picked Dake going into the games for the record.
And you did jinx him.
And there was egg all over my face.
Yeah, and now
We're doing
What?
jinxes now, Christian.
what's that?
This is bullcrap. We're not doing jinxes.
He jinxed. I don't know what to tell you.
Jinxes don't exist. What are you, a baseball player?
It's a joke, Ben. I don't believe in jinxes.
Oh, really? I thought you did. I'm autistic. I can't get jokes, remember?
You get some of them. That's what makes it hard. No, yeah, I don't believe. I make fun of superstitions and jinxes and
Okay.
stuff like that.
I thought you really believed it for a second.
It's
No.
still real to him.
Yeah. No,
Listen, do you or do you not believe in the WWE though?
I believe it exists. I can't. Sometimes I can't believe how popular it is.
Some of the like actual acting and like shenanigans that go on during it are atrociously bad and like comical. So I will agree with you that sometimes it's like, how is this real? My favorite's like when they're lying on their back for like 3 seconds, and then it gets to like 1, 2, and then they give the kick,
Yeah.
and they're magically out and stuff like that. But
When I was there, when I was there last October, I got to watch kind of like the behind the scenes stuff. So I would watch them like go. So there was 3 groups. They had a brand new group who was like their first week at it, right? They had some guys who had been there for a while, and then they had the group that was called WWE Next that was like they were doing events, but they weren't in the WWE yet. It was WWE Next, and so I was. I mean, there was like me, and then like a bunch of the executives there. And it was so funny watching it without a crowd because, to your guys' point, it's like it looks so. You see how much they're acting, and it looks so weird. And I kept thinking to myself, like, well, I mean, part of this would be fun, like get to get on the mic, talk some shit, like that. That would be a lot of fun. But then, like, how am I actually gonna fake like that hurts? Like, I don't think I have the capacity. I think I would fail. I don't think I have the capacity to fake it that well. Like, I really don't. I think I would fail at that. You know.
Yeah.
They were so good at acting. They were so
you have to
good.
act.
I don't think they're good at acting. I'm like,
I was watching them. I'm like, damn, how are they selling this that well?
well, like I
The
watched.
over the topness
Yeah.
it's tremendous.
If you say so. Who's the heavyweight champion right now?
I don't watch that. I don't know.
Oh, you don't watch?
John Cena,
Could be.
The Undertaker.
So Jason Cook wants the heat maps of Olympic medalists. We have the before Olympics heat maps.
Yeah, I responded to him with it. That's something I could dial up.
Yeah. You or Spay. I mean, do you have Spay's permission on that? That's kind of like.
Oh my gosh, you guys know who the heavyweight champion is right now? I just looked it up for you.
You didn't know? Who is it?
Bobby freaking Lashley. He wrestles at Mo Val, 3-time NAI champion. Wrestled for the Army for a little bit. Also tried to fight a little bit. Bobby Lashley, WWE champion. So he won the belt on March 1st, 2021.
Look at this man.
That guy was ridiculous looking.
Oh, so Bobby, we got a picture of him. Put the picture up. Put the picture up.
Man,
so
he's 6'3", 273. That's what I'm saying.
I worked out.
Gable goes there, they're juicing him.
Like 2004 or 5, I worked out with him at the OTC. So Bobby Lashley was a 177 pounder in college, and I believe he wrestled like right around 200 pounds internationally.
Oh my gosh. This guy.
Pull the picture up, Christian. This is the diet we need Caleb on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean,
that Jose Canseco.
Do you know what got him? You know what got him started on this? So we watched this video. Do you know who Brian Shaw is? World's strongest man. So we watched.
Oh, okay.
He's obviously huge. He looks like a refrigerator. Became a person, and this guy, he watches this video. He's watched it a couple times of like all the food that Brian Shaw eats, and he's like 8 eggs, and he's eating like every 2 hours, and all this stuff. He watched that when he was like 6 or 7 years old, and he's been talking about Brian Shaw, and he's like, I don't know. So now he's like, oh, I can get big like Brian Shaw if I just eat, 9 bowls of oh, here we go. Here's Bobby Lashley. Look at this guy.
Oh yeah. So Bobby was a 177 pounder.
Uh-huh. Well, he's 6'3". Is he really 6'3"? How is he 6'3", 177?
I looked up the average height of WWE champions, and it said 6'3".
I think he's 6'1" or 6'2". I mean, I've read, I don't think he's quite that.
He's like, I bet Gable's like 6 or 6'1".
6'1".
Oh yeah. I mean, Bobby had a long career with the WCAP program and trained at the OTC, and then he didn't go into WWE till significantly later in his life. I want to say in his 30s.
Okay. Well.
You should introduce Caleb to the bodybuilding forums. A lot of good information.
I don't. I gotta keep him out of that stuff. I'm just trying to keep him focused on the right side. He's doing great. He's starting to get the wrestling bug. It's very, very exciting.
Every father's dream.
I know it is. It's everything's going according to plan at 10 years old. So we'll see how it goes. All right, next question. There are people saying Ferrari versus Gable would be a match. Nothing against Ferrari. He's terrific. But please clear this up for people. Yes, at the time. Listen, Ben, you were excited. Hold on. No, I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you, Ben. Because
why do I get blamed?
Because when the heat was going down back in the AJ Ford Focus days, you were like, we got to see this match. I got to see it. I'm like,
yes, it would be awesome.
I mean, you must hate AJ Ferrari.
It would just be. Listen, they're gonna talk. It's most of the build-up, right? Because we know he couldn't get the Machiavello's legs. I mean, the thought that he's gonna get the Gable's legs if you can't get the Mike Mox legs. I mean, Mike Mox is good and all. Gable's a freaking Olympic champion with 40 pounds on him. It ain't gonna go so well.
I mean, it was never. I was like, I can't believe people would. Yeah, the hype. I mean, it's almost like a WWE thing. Really, it's like, okay, just have these two trash talkers like, have conflict. But hey, here's our man on the podium, Keegan O'Toole. Let's cut to this.
Hey, getting his medal.
Getting his hardware. Check this man out.
I need to get me one of those robes.
Which robes?
Right there.
Oh, that she's wearing?
Yes.
Well, hit up Keegan. Maybe he can hook it up. Maybe there's some little shops he can come back with. Oh, here's the belt.
We get a belt. The belt is great. The belt's kind of iconic.
It's awesome to get a belt. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I love this. The diploma is probably the most funny part. Like, what is a diploma?
I got my diploma. This is an office. I've just been sitting here for like a year.
Oh, what's it? Oh, from being Olympic.
Diploma.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
6th place. I got bumped up right there. 6th place. I got bumped up because some dudes took some steroids and whatnot.
Hey, man. What are the chances you're a bronze medalist before you die?
10 years. 10 years. It's over.
You can't get any higher.
No, I'm
so even if Buvasar says, I did it all. Here's
statute of limitations.
Here's my blood. You can't catch him.
No.
Hey, 6th place. That's not bad. Okay.
Okay, just like, the build up to Ford Focus versus Gable would be just the most outstanding thing ever that's happened in wrestling. But hell no, it's not going to be competitive. Like I said, he couldn't get the Mike Mox legs. The notion that he's going to get the Gable's legs when Gable's got 40 pounds, he'll be champion. Like, come on, man.
Preposterous.
But spin zone, if you're AJ Ferrari, you were hurt at the Olympic trials. Now you're healthy. Step on a scale, take a video of it. You're weighing 220, something like that. Say,
I'm going to watch it. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I guess
I hope it breaks out in a fight.
Oh, I don't.
I hope you pay that both a lot of money.
You hate AJ Ferrari then if you want to see that, because that would be horrible.
That should be the last match of Gable's career.
AJ Ferrari. It might end up being the last match of AJ Ferrari's career if he takes it. That is not a healthy life choice. Gable's a savage. He threw Gino on his head.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to do to anyone under 220 pounds?
Yeah, it could be good for them.
Spin zone on the Gino match. He should. I mean,
what if AJ hits him with the Ferrari defense? You know?
Oh, stop. Could you see? Next question. Do we have the Iranian heavyweight strut from Junior
No,
World?
The match, it started like too late, so it's not until he's up on the podium.
You gotta go to the full match event replay.
I know, I didn't want to download that hours long file.
You don't have to do it. I'll show you a little trick. Tomorrow's show we'll have this junior heavyweight from Iran strut. It was pretty intimidating.
I couldn't remember what man.
Now he's in the final.
I know the scissor trick.
I kind of hope he wins. Okay.
We do have some pictures of him celebrating though, which were
He was really. Oh man, look at this guy. He was really goosing up the crowd afterwards.
Yes. Dude, I love him. I kind of love him. I know he beat. I know he beat Wyatt, but he's kind of electric.
Yeah, I was digging his vibe. A showman.
And I don't know if y'all watched his quarterfinal, but he was losing to Russia and floored him with less than 1 second left to win.
Wow. Oh, really?
Yes.
I did not see that. Okay.
He needed a 4.
Do you see Keegan winning a junior world title and a national title after this insane cradle run he's on? Man, it's crazy how good that weight is. But yeah, kind of. I think he'll probably be my pick.
Actually,
I don't know though. I think Shane is so good.
Hold on, everyone who's won a junior world title at 74 has won an NCAA title also, right? Mackay, Mark, David Carr.
Yes. Well, he certainly will win a national title. Will he win this year?
I'm biased, so
I'm I know you are. But who's the toughest matchup for him? Is it Mackay? Is it Bull? Is it Shane?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how healthy some of those guys are.
100% health for all.
Probably Mackay.
I think so too.
I would guess. Yeah, probably Mackay.
Shane and him,
elite mistakes. I think he can beat Shane in all those scrambles.
That's the thing. Shane and him mix it up. He'll have chances to win. I think there's scenarios where he doesn't get the opportunities to create the scoring opportunities against Mackay. Because he can be able to get in, and Mackay might be able to just get in on a single and finish. I also see Mackay being sort of tough on top. Yeah. And then Bull, Bull was a lot of people's pick to win NCAAs going into last year. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I bet he'll be a lot of people's pick this year also.
Yes. What foreigner who didn't medal in Tokyo does the best at 2021 Worlds? Foreigner.
That's a tough question because it's the best foreigner, I don't know, maybe Chamizo, but it's 74. There's a reason he didn't medal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's well, shoot, this exact same thing could happen.
What's our other
doesn't go.
I don't. But it sounds like he's not going. You don't challenge a guy to a match.
Really good who didn't get a medal. Like, what about one of the guys at 97 that were by said July of? At least one of them would have a chance.
I guess, yeah, you could say Mohammedan. I feel like all the guys at 57 place. 65, who lost in the bronze match? Who did Bajrang beat? The Kazakhstan guy, I think. And then Musakayev lost. I'm out on him. He is not elite anymore because he doesn't even try to score. He tries to win late, but he forgets he has no gas tank. He has the most preposterous strategy in wrestling history. The man with the worst gas tank we've ever witnessed in our lives tries to win matches late. That's his strategy.
Christian, hold on. Have you not realized that's how people with bad gas tanks do it?
Well, not before. Normally he would come out and
before. But someone probably talked to him and gave him a little strategy. If you don't have a good gas tank, you try to do as little action as possible. So you don't get tired, ideally, and then you want to make it 1 to 2 exchanges, right? Which is why you have to force those people to wrestle because they're going to get tired. But for someone who's got a terrible gas tank, having a strategy where not a lot is going on is most ideal.
Look, Musakayev was a victim of his draw. He lost to champion Oda Guru, who's riding high in his hometown, and then lost to Rashidov, arguably the second best guy in the bracket for bronze. I'm just saying he's the GOAT.
Is he getting a medal in Oslo?
Depends on who goes.
Possible. Definitely
Japan
possible.
might not go.
Why not?
That's a good. I don't know. They didn't go to their age levels. Like, I think they might just be. They were all in on Olympics this year.
Yeah.
I might have heard that they're not going, but I might be making that up. I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, so there's no one from Japan at the juniors right now. I was kind of wondering if there's something, they're super, super strict on Corona. So I'm kind of thinking, what if it's something like that where they're saying certain teams aren't allowed to travel at all?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that's not the case because Japan should be at Worlds. Imagine if our ladies go to. We will win Worlds easily if Japan doesn't go. And also,
yeah,
I just don't see Japan not going. Okay, last question. I think we'll go. Do you think the USA wrestlers competing at Olympic weights who did not make the team were rooting for American athletes to do well at Tokyo? For example, Dayton rooting for Gilman.
I can't see it. Those guys aren't going to come out publicly and say that. But, dude, how could they be? There's no self-interest in rooting for those guys. If they do well, that's going to really harm your future because now they're on the team this year. They get another medal. Man, it's going to put you so far behind the ball for multiple years. So they're not going to say that, but there's no way.
Yeah, I think what I'll say is if there was no advantage to winning an Olympic medal for making world teams in the future, I think they'd be happy. I think Dayton would say,
it only boosts up your resume more if you win.
Yeah, I think that would excite them. But I think when it puts them behind the 8 ball to make teams in the future, deep down they're like, crap. And this is a selfish sport, and it's not a negative. It's just the way it works.
You have to be F that. I'm not judging them for wanting those guys to lose. They have to want those guys to lose. Otherwise, you're literally cheering against yourself.
Yes. No one's signing up for a guy sitting out to the finals, right? No one's like excited about that, running through a bracket and then having to hit a guy that's fresh. Just no one wants that. Yeah. Okay. And we should not fault those guys if they don't. And like Ben said, they're not going to come out and say this sucks. Like that. Yeah. Imagine your dream is to be on that Olympic stage, and then to see a guy. In Dayton's case, someone he's beaten, multiple times. And
just listen, it's not we're not humans. Just from the jealousy standpoint, you don't want to cheer for them. But then on top of that, they keep you off the team this year, and then they possibly get the opportunity to keep you further from the team next year. We're talking 2 to 3 years of disadvantages. Like, dude, come on, you ain't cheer for them.
Yeah, no question about it. No question. So that's I think that's it. I think we'll call it a show. What?
Kozak Red Japan might not be at Worlds too.
Oh, dang. It's longer. Rocky Elam's going to be up in like 2 minutes.
Okay, so hey, don't everyone watch that. Pull it up on Flow. Thank you guys so much for listening. Go USA, we're balling. Solid Junior World performance for the men. Rocky and Wyatt Hendrickson can put a nice little bow on our men's freestyle performances. Our ladies, we got 3 in the finals already, and some still alive in repechage, and the rest will go tomorrow. Good stuff, exciting times in Ufa, Russia. Exciting times here, exciting time to be a wrestling fan. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday. JD and I are going to eat some tacos.